Hello everyone and welcome back to our last card for the month. Our last Christmas post-out card for the month. Card number 12. Today it is a Paper Tole Easel Card and using a die cut as well, so that you can see that easel cards can be so much fun by using any die cut that you have within your reach. So I'm just going to give everyone a few minutes to pop on and then we will get started. Hi Tanya, good to see you back on. If there was a prize going out for the first person on each time, it would have to be you, Tan. You're on first, straight up. Very good. So this Paper Tole card is one that you can use with either your designer series paper or you can use it stamping out your images. It's entirely up to you, but today we're doing a stamp out. We are doing a little bit of fussy cutting because I want it close to the edge. I don't want it a border around it. But look, that's a choice thing, okay? That's a choice thing. Lots happening here. You can do either side of your designer series paper, whichever way you want to go as well. So someone else is back again. Who's that? I can't see. Okay, I'm not quite sure who's back again, but someone else is back again. So if you come on, don't forget to say hello and leave your name. Tell me how you've been feeling about today's classes. Have you been enjoying them? Is it something you can see yourself doing in the future? Card by post. Okay, let's come down to our workbench. Let's get started on our last card. And I hope you've all got your cup of tea. I hope you had enough break, a break time in between the cards. And let's get started. Okay, let's come down. Excuse my fingers for a minute while I get this all set up. Okay, I'm hoping as we get into the afternoon, it gets shadows. So I'm hoping I've got no shadows. So we've got all our bits and pieces into our little step-by-step here. So we should have some die cut, a die cut, and die cut. Now, with this word, if you haven't got the stamp set, it's the traditional label stamp set, and this goes with it, which works out that you can put sending love and joy, season's greetings, they all go into this little banner, okay, which is really cute. Okay, I'll pop that over there for a minute. We've got some little bling. And we've got some paper to stamp on because we need to stamp on this and this. And we've got our base card. So let's do our base card while we're just waiting for everyone to come on. Hello, Caroline and Barb. Thank you for popping back on. I hope you're enjoying. So our base card we're going to score at 10.5. And then we're going to fold it in half. And we're going to, oh, I've got glue on there. Don't want glue on there. We're going to come down to our fold line. So we're going to bring our top of our, or the front of our card down to our fold line. To make that type of easel card here. Now this piece here, we're going to trim it off. We're going to trim it off. So this is, let's see, 5. So we're going to trim it off at 4.5. So let's do this on this piece. We're going to trim it off at 4.5 centimetres. Whoop, wrong one. 4.5. And then we're going to do 4.5 again. And then you're going to have a little bit left over. We want all these 3 pieces now. 4.5, 4.5, and a little bit left over. Okay, so to make a bridge on an easel card, you can use lots of different things. You can use circles, you can use words, but you can also use strips. There's just so much you can use on this. So we're going to open this up. We've got, this is our front, it's got the score line here. Now you can choose whether you want to go with this side or whether you want to come with the blue side on this particular one. So that's going to be the back of your card. This is going to be the front of your card. So you can have it this way or the blue. So I'm going to do it this way this time because I've done one in the blue and I can show you the blue one as well. So you can choose whichever way you want to go. So I'm going to lay it down flat because I find it easier to work flat. So whichever way you want to go, you go. And we're going to place this on here. Here I go again, turning it around, upside down and around and about. So our first one goes here, and then we're going to flip it over. Our second one goes in here with a bit of a border, so to the inside. Oh, I am funny, aren't I? It's funny when you look at patterns. And then this piece, you can do the blue side or you can do the same colour side. It's entirely up to you. And you might want to use some strips if you've got the strips. Let me see if I've got strips here. Yes, I have somewhere. Maybe not. I'm just going to use my dimensions. I don't think I've got a strip. Oh, I've got a little strip here sort of thing. Okay, so just cut your dimensions down. Or you can use your strips if you've got them. And you can just place this here. 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 And one in there. Okay, and cut this bit off. Now this can go right on the edge or it can come in depending on where you want to put your word. So I'm not going to take that off at the moment. I'm going to leave that like that because it just depends where you want to pop your word. Okay, so like this. It's going to go on here. So I'm going to stamp out Sending Love and Joy or Season's Greetings, whichever one you want, you can stamp out. Sending Love and Joy. So you will see that it sort of goes like that. It's a funny shape, but that's okay. It's got to be a funny shape to go into the Love and Joy. So you can bring that joy down a little bit. I love the photopolymer that you can actually move them around a little bit. So you can move it around and get that into it. So I'm going to come in with the real red. And we're going to make sure that we have it in between that cut line. Beautiful. Sending love and joy. The only trouble with using red is that it does stain your stamps, but it doesn't affect your stamps, okay? And then you can work out where you want this on here as well. So let's go back to the next bit now. We'll put that there for a minute. And we've got these two pieces to work on. So we've got this piece, which is going to be our up piece, and you can sort of do this as wide as you want or as narrow as you want, okay? You don't have to do it as big as you want or as little as you want, I should say. You can do it however you want. Okay, so we turn this one around. Now, like I said, if they're not sticking really well, you've got two choices. You can grab your chamois, if you've got a clean piece on your chamois, and just wipe the back of it. Okay, because sometimes they just get a little bit of paper film on them. We're going to take this one off. And we're going to pop this one on. Okay, so I'm going to come in with our black memento, or you can come in with the Secret C, because that's virtually the colour of the paper. So we're going to stamp one image down onto here. And you can turn it around until you get it to the way you want it. And then we're going to stamp out an image on here. And you can stamp out as many images as you want for as many things that you want to build up. So if you want to paper tole your flowers up a little bit more, your leaves up a little bit more, things like that, you can stamp them out. This is a small one for you to do today because paper tole can take a long time when you've got to colour and create with it. So I've chosen something little to do. So we're going to come in with whatever colour you want to do your flowers. I'm going to stick to the pink because we've got the pink and the red in the paper. So I'm going to stick to my bubble bath, but you can do pool party, you can do red, you can do whatever colour you want to do. Can't wait to see your cards that you've been creating and what colours you've been choosing. And if you haven't got this stamp set, what stamp set you've been choosing, because there's so much you can do. Okay, so people say when you do paper tole, do you need to actually colour it in underneath? Well, you do really, because when you're doing paper tole, you're offsetting it a little bit. So you do need to sort of make sure that the colours do match, so that when you're offsetting it, you can sort of see that colour underneath as well. Okay, it's not much fun if you don't, because you'll have a cream or a white or whatever colour you've stamped onto, and it won't look finished. So just do your flowers. Okay, so we've done pink flowers. You can do more to it if you want to. That's entirely up to you. So we're going to go with soft sea foam. So I'm just going to go with the pen end and come down and do our leaves. Now you won't be having to cut these little spiky bits out here, so you won't need to colour them on your top layer, but you will need to colour them on your bottom layer. For your top layer, you do need to do your flowers and your leaves and your bow. So we're going to do that. Paper towel, I have been paper toweling for many, many, many years and love doing it with our stamps. Okay, now we can, like I said, you can spend hours doing all this colouring. It can take quite some time to do it if you want to really spend a lot of time getting the colours to work properly and how you want. So I'm using cherry cobbler here. And coming down around here. Okay, now with this little bit here, you might want to just bring a little bit of a wide, you might just want to come up a little bit wide because you're going to cut that out. So you might want to just extend it through a little bit so it's easier to cut, not just a very thin line. You might want to just extend it down a little bit. Okay, so that when you're cutting it out, you've got a little bit more to cut out. So on this one, we're just going to colour in our bow. I'm not going to do the whole centre of that bit there. I'm just going to do the two end bits like that on the bow because it just makes it easier for that little silicone dot to sit in there, or if you want to use a little bit of dimensions, it just makes it easier to sit in there without the colour in there. Okay, and then this bit here. Okay, now I've got to do the leaves on this one because I haven't done them yet. So we come back and we finish this one. I hope you've had a lot of little gold nuggets throughout the class that you've enjoyed, because we've done lots of different techniques over the last 4 weeks with doing 3 cards each week. Hazel's little first birthday went really well last week. She's so gorgeous. I don't think she really knew what was going on. She got so many presents. I don't think she really knew what was going on, just ripping paper and finding something inside it. She just smiled. Really cute little kid. Okay, Darling Duckling. It's that like goldy brown for these bits here. Now you can do a whole scene on this, but like I said, today I'm just doing a small amount for you so that you get to know how to do it without being overwhelmed. Because when you're doing a huge big picture, it's very overwhelming. Okay, and then if you want to, you can add a bit of green to your stems down here. Just makes them look like they're joined into the picture here. And down the side, just go down one side of your stems. Just makes it look like it's all joined in. Okay, and then we're going to grab our paper snips. And we're going to cut out the pieces that we want to tole up. So we want to do like the leaves. Now, if you want to do them all in one, you might need a little bit of just a little bit of a area where you can trim them thin, but not so they're going to break. You know what I mean? Get a bit of a stem on them. You can come back and colour them if you haven't got enough colour on them before you attach. Yeah, I do feel wonky today with, oh my God, the fingers that don't work and an eye that doesn't work. I hope I'm doing this and I'm not cutting anything off. I'll let you know when I get the eye results back, what the doctor tells me it is. I don't know. All I know is I'm putting drops in, quite a bit of drops in my eyes at the moment. Okay, so I've got 3 little ones for the top there. Now, when you're doing little ones like this, you do want tiny little bits from the edges. So you want to grab your tiny little bits to stick your tole down. So we want a bit on that leaf. Who loves paper tole? Years ago, I've done paper tole for many years. I had a paper tole in my shop. And some of the pictures were absolutely just beautiful that you could paper tole up. But just remember, you can use your stamps for paper toling too. Okay. Between the eye and the hand, that's little. That's a little bit tricky. That's all right, I want one more little bit. Told you I could nearly do it in my sleep. Wrong side. Need the sticky side through. Okay, once you've got the sticky down, pull the backs off. Now this is where you might want to just use your fingernails to give it a bit of a curl, because they're very little, just at the points. Okay, so that's going to come up into this. Oh, I've got something sticking out there. Okay. This is going to come up into this section here. So you come down just a fraction and either come to your right or your left. So I'm going to my left. I don't know if you can see that. So you can sort of see that I've come to my left over, or my right by here, but you can sort of see it's not quite over the top. It's sort of got a shadow effect underneath. Okay, so that's our first one. Then you're going to cut out your flowers. And bring this one around. Yeah, Winker Stella looks fantastic on here as well. Okay, so you can always Winker Stella when you've finished. Now, bone folder this time, and just give those petals a little bit of a curl. Don't know if you can see how I've actually curled that in. And you just need a tiny little bit of dimension for this as well, because you don't want too much, because you want it to curl and you want it to go around So we're just going to put a little bit down the bottom here on this flower. And this is our top right flower here. And you can sort of see now that it's sort of sitting up. I hope you can sort of see how it's sitting. I can't see, so I'm hoping you can see how it's sitting. And it sits back a little bit. It's not flat. It actually is raised up a little bit. Okay. Then you're going to cut out the rest of your flowers and the leaves that you want to add. And then you're going to cut out your bow. Now, because I've already made one when my eyes were good, I'm going to leave this fine dainty cutting. For another day, because I'm struggling now to focus on it. Okay, so around with our bow, I just want to give you the tips on the bow. So, tips on the bow is when you cut them out, you quite often get some white happening there. So once you've got it done, come back with your, I'm just going to put it on white so you can sort of see. Come back with your pen and just cover up all those little white edges around there that you've cut. Okay, so just come back and cover those edges with your bow. Okay, and then I'm going to finish this one a bit later. I'm going to show you the one that I have finished. Hi Susan, good to see you on. And I'm just going to pop up here. Hi Kay, good to see you on. So this one I've started in the pink, the poinsettia one, like this. And the one that I have finished is in the blue, which looks really pretty too. So let me just explain. That little strip goes across the back here. Can you see there's a little strip here? That little strip goes across the back, and then your words come and sit up into that. So the easel card sits up like that. And you can get all your pieces, and then your bling goes on like this. Okay, so you can curve your flowers, put them around, move them around. It's such a beautiful little project to do, and I'm sorry that I'm having to bail out of this cutting on this one. The eyes just aren't liking it. Been doing a bit today. So, beautiful easel card though, really love it. Thank you for the love hearts and the little thumbs up. Like I said, it's gorgeous. It's probably enough to practice on. Thanks, Kay. It is a gorgeous card, and you don't have to fill the whole area in when you're doing paper tole, okay? You don't have to fill the whole area in. It is really pretty. Love the thumbs up, thank you. Yeah, so it's gorgeous. Oh, and the love hearts, thank you. So, well, this is our last one for today, and I'm so happy that everyone got to see what we're doing as well. I will be sharing our January one online as well. But if you order the kit, you get all the pieces cut up, ready to go for you. And then you can just put it together like we have this month. So it'll be every Sunday at 1 o'clock. And it's been a lot of fun. putting all these together. I hope you all, you're so welcome, Caroline and Barb. So welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you all got another little Christmas ornament. I just love the little Christmas ornaments. So I hope you all got your nice little gifts throughout the 4 weeks. And thank you all so much for joining me. Don't forget to share your cards with me. When you're finished, do a selfie and hold some up with a selfie. That would be really lovely. I'd love to see you in the photo as well. And don't forget, Crafty Monday this week is, I was going to do Black Friday and Crafty Monday tomorrow, but that will happen when I come back, okay? Because, like I said, I've got visitors arriving as from tonight that are staying for a week, and I've got to get this eye done, and I've got to get my tooth done, and then I'll come back and I'll be all fresh. So God bless you all, and take care, but all my posts will still be going up because I've pre-recorded them, I've pre-scheduled them, so you'll still check out my posts each day. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment, and that way you get in the draw for gift giving. Gift giving we will miss. I will probably, the product of the month is coming up on the 2nd, so don't forget the product of the month. And don't forget, if you do get the product of the month this month for December, I will be running a class in January for product of the month. And if you get the January product of the month, I'll be running a class in February. So that's how that's going to work. So what else can I share with you? Oh, thanks, Nicole. I'm not looking forward to having this tooth done. The root's gone down into the jawbone, so I'm not looking forward to it. Maybe I might have a bit of a black face. I don't know. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. But it can't be any worse than what I've been through, so yeah, suck it up, Teresa. Suck it up. Yeah, so yeah, a healthy 2026K would be just amazing. I don't want a doctor, hospital, surgeon, specialist. I don't want any of them during January. I want to start off with card making, in-home classes, and all the things that I love to do with all you special ladies. I will be back on before Christmas to wish everyone a happy Christmas. So until then, I will see you. I'm taking, I think, 2 weeks off, and then I'll be back. Hopefully this will all be fixed in 2 weeks. No one likes the dentist. I know. It's not much fun. I mean, I just had all my teeth redone. So this one's the last one. So, yeah, it hasn't been quite a cheap thing either. It's quite expensive going to the dentist at the moment. But, yeah, get this one done and then we'll be right. I feel like I'm a car and I'm having a fine-tune. They're fine-tuning my organs, my breasts, my teeth, now my eyes. So I should come back as a new person next year. God bless you all, and I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for joining me, and love to you all. God bless you all.